Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're interested in my honest review on the Tarte Amazonian Clay Full Coverage Foundation, then keep on watching. Alright, so let's get into it. So this is the Tarte Amazonian Clay Full Coverage Foundation, and it does say that it has SPF 15 in it, so this is what it looks like here. And the reason why I was looking for a particular product such as this is because on a regular basis I am a CC type of girl. You know, CC cream, BB cream, tinted moisturizer. I'm really just looking for even skin tone, more polished, more finished look. I don't necessarily need full coverage all day, every day. However, there are different times, especially special occasions, date night with the husband, different things like that, where I really want to go beat face. You know, like I want to go full glam, full coverage. I want to be extra. So I was looking for a full coverage foundation, but I still needed something that was catered to my oily skin type. So I still needed something that was oil free and would give me some type of matte finish. I did a lot of research here on YouTube, and there were a lot of different divas that were recommending this product for oily skin types. So I thought, alright, I'm going to give it a shot and see how it does. Now, I have had this in my collection for a little bit of time now, so I've worn it several times. You guys know I like to come at you guys with a tried and true review, not just a first impression, but a review. And I've worn this several different times, but I still do have a demonstration in this video for you, just so you can see how it applies, the finish, and all that kind of stuff. But I have worn this several different times. Now, before I jump into the demo, let me just give you some basic information about this product. This product does cost $39 off the Tarte website, and you do get 1.7 fluid ounces of product, so not bad at all. It does come in 25 shades, and I'd say out of the 25 shades, there's probably about 5 to 6 that are for us deeper skin girls. So not bad, you got a little bit of range there. And like I said, mine is in deep sand. Now, just some claims from Tarte off the website. It's oil-free, 12-hour. It's formulated with Amazonian clay. It does have vitamin A in it, vitamin E in it. It's dermatologist tested, hypoallergenic, and vegan friendly. So a lot's packed into this. Now, it does say it helps you achieve a flawless skin that looks healthy and natural, although really how natural can full coverage really be, but whatever. Natural with supremely blendable liquid foundation that delivers up to 12 hours of satin matte. So just remember, not flat matte, satin matte coverage while protecting the skin. Let's see here. And then when it comes to directions, it just tells you to put it a dime size amount on the back of your hand and apply it with a buffer brush that they have. It's like a bamboo brush. I have the brush. I hate it. It's rough, it's scratchy, I just don't like it, but I will be applying it with a flat top dense brush for you so that you'll be able to see exactly how it looks when you apply it the way they tell you to. Now, what I'm going to do, I have already washed my skin, I've already toned my skin, I have moisturized it with a mattifying moisturizer, and I have primed with a mattifying primer as well. So those are the steps I've already taken on my face right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply this on one half of my face so that you can see what it looks like just basically without it, with it on the side. So I'll put in like a close-up picture so you can just see what it looks like. So let me go ahead and apply that to the hand just like they say. And that's what that looks like right there. Can you see that color? That's what the deep sand looks like. Alright, now I apologize, I am going to have to look into my mirror, so I'm just going to take this and I'm going to put some good side on my face here, and I'm going to try to keep it to just one side so you guys can really see a comparison. Okay, alright, blender's blend. Go ahead, just put that up there. And it is very, very yellowy, which I do have some serious golden undertones, so that's actually pretty good for me. That's exactly what I need in mine. Oh, guys, I really like the finish of this. I really like it. Just go ahead and put some there. I'm going to lift this up so I can get underneath there. Go back on there and just really smooth that out. Okay. And that's what that looks like using the beauty sponge. And I'll go ahead and start a close-up picture so that you can really see what it looks like. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply it on the other side, and I'm going to be using a flat, dense brush here, and this is the e.l.f. powder brush, but it's fantastic for foundation. I love it. It's very flat and it's very dense here. And I did forget to mention that this has a very moussey texture to it, so it's very thick, very moussey. So let me go ahead and do the same to the other side of my face, just so you can see the difference of the finish depending on the application tool that you use. Okay. Alright. Okay. And I'm really just kind of stippling this on with the brush, not swirling it, just stippling it on. Because when you stipple, it really just kind of creates small little dots that blend together and fuse just to give you a nice airbrush finish versus swirling it around when you're just moving that product around your face. You really want to stipple it on, especially in the areas where you feel you need more coverage. So around the edges, you might want to blend it, you know, kind of smooth it out just a little bit because you want to blend that in. But when it comes to those areas where you really want to get the most amount of coverage, you really want to stipple that product around. And I will say applying it with the brush does give you a quicker application. I can just tell already. It's a lot quicker than it was with the beauty sponge. Alright, so there we go. We have this side of the face applied with the beauty sponge, and then this side of the face applied with the flat top brush. And I will go ahead and insert a close-up picture again so that you can see the difference up close of the different application tools. So as you can see, I definitely think, just looking at it here, I think the application does look a lot smoother, a lot cleaner with the beauty sponge, but I think either application does look good in my opinion. This is a fantastic color match. I think it's a little bit reddish, but over it, I still think it looks really good on my skin. I do like the way this finishes. It did blend in quite easily. I believe that's probably because of the moussey texture, but it was easy to work with, applied very nicely, and either side of it I think looks absolutely fantastic. I will not give it full coverage. I'm just trying to be honest with you guys. I can still see a little bit of my imperfections, maybe some freckles and just some spots and things like that. I can still see those around my face, but I still like the coverage of it. It's a heavier coverage than, say, my CC creams are, and I do feel I look a little bit more flawless, a little bit more beat, so I'm okay with that. But you could go in, and I would say, and add maybe another layer or two if you were wanting to get a fuller coverage, but I'm going to leave it this way because I happen to know once I start applying my concealer, my blush, and all that kind of stuff, this is just fine for me. So I'm going to head off camera, go ahead and finish up the rest of my face, and then I'll jump back on and let you guys see what the finished look looks like. So this is it, guys. This is the finished look. As you can see, I think both sides look fantastic. I definitely will say again, I do, after you put all the rest of the makeup on, I went ahead and put my concealer, my blush, my finishing powder. After putting all the other products on, I really do like the coverage. I definitely wouldn't say it's full. I'll definitely have to stand by that. It's not a full coverage, but it does provide a nice base. So I'd probably say medium. As much as I know about medium, I'd say it's definitely more coverage than my CC creams that I use on a regular basis. So I love the way it looks. It does provide a satin matte, so it's not like a flat powdery matte, but it is, there's no dewiness or anything like that. So I would agree with the finish part of it. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to rock this look all day long, maybe take some check-in pictures, and then check in at the end of the night and let you guys see how it holds up. I'm not going to blot or do any of that stuff that I would normally do because I want you guys to see the true wear of this particular product. So I'll be back. Okay guys, so it's been about 8 hours since I've put this foundation on my face. I really wanted to push this to the 12-hour mark for you guys so I could really give you a tried and true test of that particular part of the claims. Unfortunately, like I've mentioned before guys, I'm just so slow on my makeup application, and plus I was doing a lot of extra stuff. You know, I was just really putting on lashes and different things like that, so I just could not get ready in time. But I have worn this today for 8 hours, and as I mentioned previously, I've had this in my makeup arsenal for a while, and I've worn this several different times. I think the longest I've worn it is probably about 10 hours. Got off work, had to take my diva to cheer, didn't have any time in between there. And even then, when I pressed it to 10 hours, I'd probably say about the 9-10 hour mark is when I looked at my face and thought, okay, I have to blot, but I blotted and I could have kept it going even longer. So I do definitely think this is a long wearing foundation. In fact, let me go ahead and insert the 4-hour mark picture that I took. So this is about halfway through the day. Looking at it, the finish looks beautiful. Y'all, I'm feeling myself in this picture. I'm just gonna be honest out there. I mean, judge all you want to. I'm feeling myself in this picture right here. And as I mentioned, now this has been a full 8 hours. I've been taping, I've been filming, I've been outside, I've been doing lots of other things. So I have really been putting this foundation to the test, and look at it. It still looks beautiful. I noticed that I do look a little shiny in the camera, but honestly in real life, I don't even feel the need to blot. Like, I'm perfectly okay with the look that I have here, and I would probably say maybe in another hour or so, I would definitely feel the need to blot, but I feel like I could blot and just keep it moving. So I love this foundation. And I guess just kind of going through the questions I would ask myself, I guess one, is it full coverage? Unfortunately not. In my experience, I would not give it full coverage, and I will be honest and say when I think full coverage, I think put it on and can't see anything. And as I mentioned before, you can still see some of my spots and imperfections and things like that. Now, do I think you could build this to a full coverage? Definitely. I think if maybe you spot concealed or color corrected, or even went back through and added some more foundation to some places you needed a little bit more coverage, you could definitely build it to full coverage, but I don't think it's full coverage right out the gate. It definitely does offer a very nice medium coverage and more coverage than I'm used to, so I'll definitely be going for this when I'm looking for a little bit extra, when I go a little bit glam, when I'm just looking for a little bit more coverage than I'm used to on a regular day basis. Would I recommend this product? Absolutely. I would definitely recommend this to anyone, especially my oily skin divas out there, because like I said, this actually does a great job of controlling the oil, and the satin matte finish is beautiful. I think a lot of times for us oily skin divas, we think that there's only matte or dewy and there's nothing in between, but this foundation is a nice in-between balance. You're not completely flat, you're not completely matte, but you do have a nice little bit of coverage there, or not coverage, but you do have a nice finish that's not 100% matte and it's nowhere close to dewy. It's just nicely in between for us oily skin divas. Do I think it's worth the price tag? Absolutely. It's $39, but you do get 1.7 fluid ounces. It's a very nice thick moussey texture, so a little goes a long way. And because I don't wear it every day, I can see it lasting for a very long time. And even if you did use this more frequently than I do, I still think it's worth your money. I definitely do. Will I continue to use it? Absolutely. This will definitely be my go-to for those times when I want to up the ante, for those times when I want to go a little bit more than I normally am, for those days when I just want to glam it up. This will definitely be what I reach for. So I really hope this information helps someone else out there. If it did, thumb it up, y'all. Thumb it up. And while you're here on my channel, please take a look around, see what else your girl has to offer. And if you're liking what you're seeing, hit that subscribe button. And I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.